I saw this. But, but I was under the impression, actually, let me double check what the
Spider-Man brand
actually double check what date is. I was not bugging it. Oh, anyway. So we have 3 days.
Peter Parker continue to mutate, furthering his spider-based powers. In a lot of ways, it's a huge power spike for the webhead. But if he keeps evolving like this, if he keeps mutating, the reality would turn him into his own worst nightmare.
To be fair, I did see an argument that he is a mutant. I don't get. I'm confused. Why is there an argument that Parker is a mutant? I didn't know this information. I'm pretty sure you have to be born with said powers to be a mutant. Why is there an argument that Peter is a mutant? What? What?
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the show that knows that with great power comes great responsibility. To click that subscribe button. It's no secret that the MCU has been in a rough spot the last few years, even with genuinely good films like Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four holding down the...
I do need to rewatch Fantastic Four. I want to rewatch it. It was actually from first um from first watch a great film. But I didn't watch it in. I should tell you enough. So I do want to rewatch. Pedro Pascal as fantastic. I'm pretty sure. Or yeah, no, I don't know. He did a good job, to be fair. I don't know who the actor is who played Susan. But she did well too. Thunderbolts though. I was there for Sentry. I was quite literally only there for Sentry. This is what I mean when I say Marvel have like Marvel have definitely Marvel have definitely mixed and matched in regards to when they did that. Look, it's aggravating. It's mad aggravating because you gotta think about it like this, bro. Like when you have a like a franchise that you really enjoy, and they keep mixing between when they want to appeal to the comic book fans and then when they want to appeal to just the regular fans who just enjoy watching what they're being. Such a weird mix. Um, I'm a fan of both. I've been a Spider-Man fan for ages, which is what even brought me into Marvel. I had the books. You know, I still have my multiverse. I think it's I still have the Spider Verse on Miles Morales and shit. I was there for that shit. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It is very weird. It's very weird.
Fort. But to get new powers has been around like forever, even beyond the storylines we mentioned earlier. And those stories often focus on the balance between the spider and the man. For example, Peter grew 4 more arms in Spider-Man number 100, giving him 8 limbs like a spider and kicking off the 6-arm saga. He ended up getting cured thanks to the blood of a brand new character named Morbius, so at least he was good for something.
Intriguing.
Then there was the Man-Spider storyline, where Peter Parker literally turns into a Spider-Man, famously adapted in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. Here, Spider-Man's powers change, he consults a scientist about it, continues to evolve, the Punisher shows up, and he eventually learns to control his new powers and... Wait, all of that sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, it's basically beat for beat what we're seeing in Brand New Day, and these movies don't do half measures, so what would it look like if this was taken to the logical extreme? Well, firstly, to get an idea of what his powers would look like, let's look at the powers he already has and how they map onto real-world spiders. For example, Peter has enhanced strength. He can jump really high, and he can stick to walls, all of which are based on things that real spiders can do. I mean, you've seen it before. Spiders can crawl on walls.
That shit just reminded me, bro. I was trying to rewatch all of the Spider-Man. I'm very I don't know if I can do watching the last one, bro. It's so it's so upsetting, bro. It's genuinely so upsetting. Bro. Like it it might also just be because I know what happened. So like the nostalgia of like visiting those feelings like is hitting me. That might just be it. But shit. That might just be I don't know. But for me, I just it's hard, bro. It's hard, bro. It's hard.
Jumping spiders can jump with forces up to 173 times their own body weight, so yeah, high jumping. And on average, spiders can lift or pull things between 10 and 50 times their own body weight, with some species getting up to 170 times their own weight. So
That is
yeah,
crazy.
check for enhanced strength. But did you know that even the iconic spider sense that allows Peter to feel when he's in danger has a real source? See, many spiders have tiny hairs called trichobothria that sense changes in the air currents around them, known to help them react quickly and escape predators or foes. But as I'm sure you know, Peter isn't the only spider person with abilities, and while many like Spider-Gwen have powers very similar to Peter's, others can do more, and you might be surprised to learn what exactly has roots in reality. For example, we have Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man, aka Kid Arachnid, aka... Wait, Spin? Really? That's
I'm still upset about Kid Arachnid. He's just Spider-Man. Just Spider-Man.
That's a freaking terrible name. Anyway, Miles can produce electric venom blasts and camouflage himself. And, well, some spiders can utilize bioelectricity, charging their webs to draw prey towards them, a little similar to the venom blasts. Likewise, many spiders like Australia's wraparound spider can manipulate their bodies to create camouflage and
Also another reason why you'll never see me in Australia, bro.
inspiring Miles's power. And then there's Cindy Moon, aka Silk. Wait, have you never heard of Silk? Well, you will, because she's probably going to be the next playable character in Sony's, PlayStation's, and Insomniac's Marvel's Spider-Man 3. Can't wait to add that one to my physical...
That's gonna be weird. I don't know how they're gonna implement Cindy. They're gonna have to have MJ break up with this nigga, bro. There's no world where Cindy exists and MJ is not mad. Knowing what we if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think there's a world where Cindy exists and MJ exists in the same bracket, bro. It just I don't know how that would work. I genuinely don't know how that would work.
collection on my shelf full of physical discs. Anyway, Silk has more nuanced web control thanks to organic webbing that comes out of her fingertips instead of her wrists. Similarly, most spiders can produce 7 different types of silk, and if you combine Cindy and Miles's powers, well, you can get some crazy outcomes. For example, the orb weaver spider can add paralyzing neurotoxins to its webbing, meaning that getting webbed by the webhead would leave you unable to move. And then, let me introduce you to a process called ballooning. No, this is not something you'd find in the darker corners of the internet. Instead, it's when a spider uses nuanced control of their silk and combines it with their bioelectricity. Doing that, some spiders can literally fly through the air. How? Well, this is gonna be a super simplified explanation, but first they test the wind like an old sailor, raising a leg to check on its strength. Then, when the conditions are perfect, the spider releases electrically charged silk into the air, and then they use that web to fly thanks to the stickiness of the air, or the natural electromagnetism.
I don't think many people are gonna get to bed very sleep and sound after watching this video, bro. I don't know how you can sleep after finding that information out and thinking, oh, like a spider comes, bro. Our windows will be closed. Our windows are and will remain to be closed, respectfully.
that's around all of us. And this isn't like, oh, we're gonna fly to the other side of the room. No, they can maintain their altitude for thousands of miles. Can you imagine getting hit in the face from a flying spider that was like originally from Africa? Now just scale that up for our Spider-Man and oh god, it's terrifying. And if you think this would be a case of him gently floating towards you, well, it might be much faster and more painful than that, thanks to how crazy he'd be able to jump. Yeah, Peter's jumping abilities would actually be even crazier than what he can already do, especially if he developed the powers of a jumping spider. They rely on a biological hydraulic system where body fluids are put under pressure to launch them upward versus a human's use of just their muscles. That lets these little guys jump over 30 times their body length. At their size, that translates to just a few inches, but if you scale that up to human size, well, Tom Holland is 5'8", and if you multiply that by 30, you get 170 feet, which is somewhere between 11 and 14 stories high. But if you apply that fluid system to other parts of our Spider-Man, it could make him terrifyingly strong. Now, don't get me wrong, Spider-Man is incredibly strong already. The Tom Holland version of the character was able to stop the Winter Soldier's punch like it was nothing when other super soldiers like Black Panther and Cap struggled.
But not,
and
yep.
Peter famously holds back his strength in the comics. But add in this
What do you mean what's in the background, bro? Just a whole bunch of my clothes that I need to put in the wash. And how have I just peeped that? Well, unless you're talking about, yeah. I do need to pattern up. But watching film theories things about Spider-Man. Why are you raised? I can clean my shit, my shit's fine. My shit is fine. Yes, I did buy Pink Limited. My mom sent me out to go shop. Yeah, but you know I don't like Sprite. I see your thing, not mine. Sprite is your thing, not mine. I'm a Coke person personally. But yeah, I would pick I wouldn't pick 7-Up regularly. No. We're not anyway. I don't know, bro. A grape is crazy. I can't lie. A grape is crazy. Have what? You have what?